January 2025 had a lot of very fun gacha games either release or enter into a test phase of sorts. I got to play Black Beacon and it blew my mind. It was so good. I got to play more of a Theory Restart and it's better than ever. I got to play Arknight's Enfield and oh my god, gacha games in 2025, man, are going to blow your mind. We have a lot to cover, a lot to look forward to in February 2025. Before that, however, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my Stix Plays channel. This is where I review all of the beta tests, all of the games that I play, new games, old games, where I do dedicated videos condensing all of the information that we have on upcoming games. This is a channel you are going to want to bookmark and frequent regularly because I post here every Sunday. Now let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's start this off with Crystal of Atlan. This game has been silent for over a year now, until the 4th of January 2025, where they announced that they were going to reboot the global version of the game with a beta test, a completely new test phase. This is a cross-platform Magipunk MMO action RPG that is self-developed and published by Newverse. You can sign up for the beta test right now if you're interested. It is built using Unreal Engine. It apparently has smooth combos and exhilarating combat, not exhilarating, exhilarating combat. There are refreshing air combos, multiple classes to choose from or combo your own, challenging team battles. I mean, this is an MMO after all. This is a unique Magipunk world. My wife actually did a dedicated video on this, I think about a little over a year ago during the first test phase. This one is theoretically going to be available very soon, so if you're interested in participating, you can right now. Do It Night Abyss is another gacha game that is entering into their second stage of beta testing. This is also speculated to be happening in February, just like Crystal of Atlan is. The recruitment duration began on the 13th of January and lasts until the 10th of February, which means you have about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to pre-register, sign up for this, and attempt to get in if you haven't already or you weren't aware this was happening. This is available on PC, Android, and iOS. This is the waifu anime Warframe gacha that when I played the first beta of, the technical test was really freaking good, and I'm also looking forward to this one. I was given access to the beta, so I'm going to be streaming it when it becomes available. Speaking of test phases and access I was given, for those of you that haven't watched me stream this, I have streamed Arknight's Enfield probably 7 different days in the last, what, like 2 weeks of it being available. This game is genuinely so much better than I ever thought it'd be, and I had very high expectations for it. This test phase is going to last through probably like mid-February, I think. So we have plenty of opportunities to continue to enjoy this. Roko Kingdom Mobile, which went kind of silent for a little while. This is that Pokemon Pow World creature collection Genshin Impact Dokkaebi like gacha. Announced that they were going to be beginning their beta test recruitment as of February 2025. The game is set to launch officially this year, with the beta happening very soon after the beta test recruitment. So if you haven't already, you can go ahead and sign up for that. Into the Void is holding a public test phase. It began on the 24th of January. This is a very interesting looking gacha game. Unfortunately, I did not get into this one. I don't know if you can still play this or not, but it is playable right now and will be playable in February for those of you that are interested. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Isekai X Isekai is an upcoming gacha game that seems to feature protagonists, I think, of various different gacha games, because I can see Kirito there. And that's about all I know of the game, other than the fact that it's launching onto Steam. Pre-registration is open. You can wishlist this. It launches onto Steam in just a couple days. So if you were looking for something new to play, there you go. Stella Sora, which I actually got sponsored for like a month or 2 ago, opened pre-registration. Currently has almost 1.1 million players. They held a beta test within Asia I believe, earlier this month, and they're going to be holding a global test phase at some point very soon as well. So if you have not pre-registered for this in anticipation of that test phase, I strongly urge you to go ahead and do so now. Star Savior finally opened up their website. Admittedly, you cannot pre-register for this yet, but this is developed by the same studio that brought us Counterside, and pre-registration for an upcoming test phase will be opening very soon. I just wanted to make sure that all of you were aware that this existed so you can keep an eye on it for when it inevitably does open, because this is something that I don't think you're gonna want to miss. Etheria Restart actually just finished their second global beta test a couple days ago. You can pre-register for the upcoming test phases and the full release of the game if you're interested right now. I'm not entirely sure when the next test phase will be, but pre-registration is open. Alchemy Stars has unfortunately officially shut down as of the 22nd, 23rd, 24th of January 2025. Man, rip a freaking legend. Higurashi When They Cry Life, which is apparently a gacha game set in the same world as the Higurashi When They Cry anime, which was hella messed up, by the way, is officially shutting down on Thursday, February 27th, 2025. When I originally covered this in my weekly gacha recap like a week or two ago, I noted that I didn't even know this game existed. A Higurashi gacha game that's probably as messed up as the anime. Dude, I would have played the hell out of this at least for a little bit and probably done a video on it. And finally, Shinepost announced that they are no longer going to be releasing onto mobile. Instead, they're going to be a console exclusive gacha game. I don't foresee, as I noted in my weekly gacha recap, any real success that could be obtained from console that couldn't also be obtained from mobile and then magnified several times due to the amount of players that play these kinds of games on their mobile devices. But you know what? I'm not a gacha developer. I know very little about developing, maintaining, and monetizing a video game. So if they think this is a route to take, then okay. Now, that is it. That is every gacha game that is releasing. That is every gacha game that is entering into a test phase, has pre-registration open, or is shutting down in February 2025. You're welcome. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna want it.